Un peu d'argent?
Pour un pauvre vétéran.
S'il vous plaît.
Allez, soldat
Ne
blessé.
serait-ce qu'un morceau de pain. Ne partez pas.
Ne dites
Je
pas.
vous en prie. Aidez-moi.
What's all this?
Robespierre. He's declared today a festival of the Supreme Being. A paean to the virtue of the nation and the citizen's duty toward it.
Why does that sound familiar?
As far as Templar doctrine goes, it's a loose interpretation.
We'll never get close to him in the middle of all this. We'd best retire and wait for a better opportunity.
Still thinking like an assassin. This time, I have the plan.
Oh? And what would that be?
Think like a Templar.
Amazing! Thought we were supposed to be rationalists now.
What's he thinking?
Vive Robespierre!
Right, that's lovely.
Bravo!
Vive la liberté!
The Supreme Being ain't called for Robespierre. I'll eat my hat.
What is he thinking?
Ridiculous pomp and circumstance.
What now?
Robespierre is unassailable. He's got half the guard out in force. We'll never get within 10 yards of him.
Just what I said.
But he's not as popular as he was. The Purgers, this Supreme Being cult. If we can discredit him, he's finished.
Massive public spectacle is the perfect venue.
Exactly. Paint him as a dangerous lunatic and his power will evaporate like snow in April. But we'll need some convincing evidence.
I have an idea where to start. You coming?
Meet me after. I have my own arrangements to make.
C'est moi qui devrais faire attention. You can outrun me! Stand and fight! Be a man! Shove off! Just up ahead. That's not good. One loses that one. You win now!
Liberty and virtue issue together from the breast of the supreme being. Cannot reside among men without the other. Generous kings, triumph over all your enemies. Practice justice and know that the supreme being.
Can you break it?
Keep an eye on this suspect.
Will?
There you are!
Don't let him through. I'll taunt you.
You're a dead man, renegade!
No! Touch you! Got you!
Any advantage? Press hard to get busted guy!
Hey, someone there.
Maybe you owe money too.
So slow! Got him now!
Grand Dieu, c'est un cadavre. À l'aide! Au meurtre! À l'aide! Le tueur est sûrement tout près.
Let's end this merry chase!
You can't! You die for that!
Stop the bastard!
With all the oppressors of the human race, suspend its heroic efforts in order to raise its thoughts and vows to the great being who gave it the mission to undertake these efforts and the strength to execute them. Did not his immortal hand, by engraving in the hearts of men the code of justice...
Let's see. Incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence.
His voice at the very beginning of time decreed the
A letter.
making liberty, good faith, and justice.
Monsieur Robespierre, take care that you do not allow your personal ambitions to come before the great work. That which we do not for our own glory, but to remake the world into Malay's image. Germain.
Give the world the example of baseness, pride, perfidy, avarice, debauchery, and falsehood to the world.
Not quite what I'm looking for. Looks like a diary.
He created men to help and to love one another.
At exactly 5 in the morning, a general recall shall be sounded in Paris. This call shall invite every citizen, men and women alike, to immediately adorn their houses with the beloved colors of liberty, either by rehanging their flags or by embellishing their houses with garlands of flowers and greenery.
Republicans, it is up to you to...
Interesting, but not particularly helpful. Publiciste de la Révolution française, the day after Marat died. Interesting, but not particularly helpful.
Monsieur, as you have been the savior of the Republic, I beg you now to be my brother's savior as well. Even now he languishes in prison, arrested by patriots more zealous in their heroism than careful in their methods. No warrant for André's arrest was ever issued, and yet he remains imprisoned in Saint-Lazare under suspicion. I pray you do not recall my brother's writings in the Journal de Paris, coming as they did from an intemperate poet's heart. Rather, I beg you, if my own humble skills have been even the smallest of aid to our glorious revolution, spare my brother. In his writings, I see the burgeoning of France's greatest poet, a light that will shine for all time. Yours, in patriotism, Marie-Joseph Chenier.
Hardly the sort of thing to topple a tyrant with.
The code of justice and equality, right there, the just sentence of time. Did not his book at the very beginning of time decree
Merlin, Tallien, Bourdon. These are all deputies of the National Convention. Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, these should do nicely.
Pride, perfidy, avarice, debauchery, and falsehood to the world. But he created the universe to celebrate his power. He created men to help and to love one another, to attain happiness through the path of virtue. The author of nature brings all mortals together in an immense chain of love and happiness. Perish the tyrants who have dared to break it. French, Republicans, and up to you to cleanse the earth of folly and to restore the justice they have banished from it. Liberty and virtue issue together from the breast of supreme being. One cannot
Well?
A list of names. 50 or so deputies of the National Convention, all written in Robespierre's hand and all opposed to him.
I imagine those good gentlemen would be quite interested to know they're on that list. First... Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Strike the guards, I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
Armed in turn, and the poison of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn, with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their
away with you.
Fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from... People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world. It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic.
At your tête. Malfaisant, monsieur.
How did I get? Causes hallucinations. This will make him look mad. Now we have to make him look dangerous.
A list of names.
It must fall into the right hands, anonymously. If our involvement gets out, it'll tip Germain off.
Leave that part to me.
Robespierre natters on about freedom and mercy, while thousands go to the guillotine. If Dawn somewhere likes to see this, he would choke on his own grief.
Pray, monsieur. Might I borrow your handkerchief?
Stop right there! You're trying to bust it on my domain! You horse! And if I kick you so hard up the arse, your teeth don't fit in your brain, will that help?
Blown with pride. People feel no more their sacrilegious conspiracy. They can no more tear the world from the breast of its author than the remorse from their own heart. You who are being is not destroyed. Let us be serious and discreet in all our deliberations, as men who determine the interests of all. Let us be ardent and obstinate in our anger against mankind. Imperturbable in the heat of things. Patient in work, terrible during setbacks, modest and vigilant in success. Let us not count on unalloyed prosperity, triumph without obstacles, or on anything that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another. Let us depend only on our constancy and our virtue. Let us be generous.
That should set things in motion.
Compassionate towards the unfortunate.
It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic. To wisdom alone does it belong to consolidate the prosperity of empire. It is for her,
Being a list of the enemies of the revolution. 500 names here.
Robespierre's gone too far this time.
That's at the Fox in the hen house.
Pity the hens. Now what?
We wait. It won't take long. Once Robespierre has lost the support of the people, he'll be no more use to Germain. And when Germain abandons him...
He's vulnerable. Let's go.
Who are the revolutionaries?
Got your message. What's going on?
We may have gone too far in discrediting Robespierre.
What's happened?
He's been arrested.
What?
Apparently, he made vague threats about a purge against enemies of the state, and the committee turned on him. They're taking him to Luxembourg prison. He's scheduled for execution in the morning.
We'd best get to him first.
Robespierre!
Arms for the guillotine!
Death to the enemies of freedom!
What in the... not panic just yet. We might be able to find some sign of what happened. Elise, what happened here?
We were ambushed. Troops from the Paris Commune attacked us en route. They were trying to free the prisoners.
Did they take Robespierre?
I'm not sure. The fighting left me behind. They fell back, that way.
Merci. Go find yourself a doctor.
Oh.
If he's still in custody, they'll have taken him to Luxembourg prison.
But if not, they'll need to hole up somewhere nearby. They won't get very far with half the city turned out against Robespierre.
I'll check the prison. You follow the riot, see if you can pick up a trail.
Right.
I'll see you suffer for that! I've got a new toy! We're right behind you, Rotondo! I'm going a nouvelle Versailles!
Where is Robespierre?
They took him that way.
I'm going a nouvelle Versailles!
Murderer!
Tyrant! He's here! Get him! Run, sir! We'll hold this lot until reinforcements arrive!